already studied about what is a line and what is an angle. In this chapter, you will study the properties of angles formed when two lines intersect each other. So when two lines intersect each other, you can see angles are formed. You are going to study the properties of angles formed when two lines intersect each other in this chapter. Also, you are going to study the properties of angles formed when a line intersects two or more parallel lines at two different points. So these two things you are going to study in this chapter. So in our daily life, you see different types of angles formed between the edges of plane surface. For example, suppose you want to make a model of hut to keep in the school exhibition using bamboo sticks. Imagine how would you make it? You would keep some of the sticks parallel to each other and some of the sticks would be kept slanted. Also, whenever an architect has to draw a plan for a multi-stored building, she has to draw intersecting lines as well as parallel lines at different angles. Without the knowledge of the properties of these lines and angles, do you think she can draw the layout of the building? Again, to find the height of a tower or to find the distance of a ship from this lighthouse, one needs to know the angles formed between the horizontal and the line of sight. There are plenty of such examples that can be given where lines and angles which are used in our day-to-day life. You can think about it. So let us revise the terms and definitions that you have learned in earlier classes. The terms and the definition that is related to lines and angles. So the first definition is line. A line is a straight one-dimensional figure having no thickness and it can be extended infinitely in both directions. According to Euclid, we have learned that line is having a breadthless length. So it has got no thickness and it can be extended infinitely on both directions. Now, line segment means a part of line with two end points. Suppose this is a line, a part of line with two end points that is called as line segments. And the line segment is usually denoted by like this, line segment AB. We will denote line segment as line segment. We will write AB and put a line over AB. Now next definition is ray. A part of line with one end point that is called as ray. And the ray is usually denoted like this, ray AB. Now next definition is collinear points. If three or more points lie on the same line, then they are called as collinear points. That means if three or more points, if they lie on the same line, we can say that those points are collinear points. Whereas if the 3 points are lying like this, they are not collinear points. So 3 or more points lie on the same line, then they are called as collinear points. Now the next one is angle. Angle is formed when two rays originate from the same endpoint. This is one ray and you can say that this is another ray. If they originate from the same point, say O, then we will get an angle. So angle is formed when two rays originate from the same end point. And these two we can name it as A and B. I can denote angle as AOB. So we usually denote angle with 3 letters and with this symbol. So we'll name this angle as angle AOB. and these two rays, that is OB and OA, the rays making an angle are called as arms of the angle. So arms of the angle is, one arm is ray OA and the another arm is ray OB, and the end point is called as vertex of the angle. So here end point is O, that is called as vertex of the angle. So all these definitions, that is line, line segment, ray, angle, collinear points, you have learned in your small classes. So thank you for watching the video.